committed to you. Fox Carolina, the 6 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shale Remien. Thanks for being with us here at 6 o'clock. We want to follow up on a storm that slammed right into Pickens County Friday, leaving behind major damage, as you can see. Roofs in some cases ripped off buildings, some collapsed in northern Pickens and in Bryson City. We do know that the National Weather Service will be out Monday to survey all that debris you're seeing and the damage left behind. And hopefully, knock on wood, we won't be seeing any storms this weekend, but we do want to check in with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. You know, it was gorgeous out there today. And when I was driving down the highway, it was like half the sky was beautiful and half the sky was like gloom and doom over there.
Yeah, look to the left, you see blue skies to the right, just some showers over there.
Exactly.
And a little cooler, but Shale, I'm happy to say no severe weather. That's behind us. Of
Good.
course, that was all yesterday, and looking ahead to Mother's Day, looking really good as well. But these are the storm reports from yesterday. Look at all those hail icons. Amazing. Lots of reports of half-inch to 1-inch diameter hail across the mountains, across the upstate as well. The northern upstate, right along the North and South Carolina state line, back into Union County, and then back on into areas of Newberry as well. What you don't see here are these, well, 2 arrows. Now, the National Weather Service, as Shale just mentioned, will be out surveying 2 areas, one north of Bryson City in Swain County on Monday, also another one just north of Pickens in Pickens County on Monday. They're going to check out that damage to see how it lays out, to see if there were tornadoes there. So we're going to know that by Monday. But in the meantime, of course, tomorrow's Mom's Big Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. It's going to be mostly sunny and cool. If you're headed out to Mass or brunch, make sure you bundle up a little bit. Bundle up might be a little extreme, but it's going to be cool tomorrow, 60s to right around 70s, so looking really good for Mom. But we have this northerly flow right now, and we have some clouds, and we're starting to break up the clouds as well. We have a lot of cold air aloft, so that's triggering some showers, heavier to the east, but some showers around Lawrence County on into Union, just some quick showers, and then across the higher elevations, also seeing some of those showers as well. Nothing severe. You can see our flows now coming in out of the north. That's around low pressure that is spinning offshore right now. We've got some heavier storms across North Carolina and this big canopy of low clouds over the top of us. So we're going to be really locked in with those clouds as we go through the overnight, as the winds are pretty brisk out of the northwest, 10, 15, 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a cooler evening right now. Still mild, low to mid 70s, but those temperatures will drop later on. 75 in Greenville, Clemson 72. And here comes the cool air in the mountains right now, 58 for you in Waynesville, 61 in Asheville, and Bakersville at 58. So let's walk you through it for this evening. Here's Future Track showing the clouds beginning to decrease, but they're not going to clear out because we've got more instability, a couple of disturbances coming through tonight that's going to thicken up the clouds once again. So it could be a very cloudy, kind of a gloomy start to our Mother's Day, but I think it will be dry for Mom, especially as we go through the day, as we'll start to break up some of those clouds, and temperatures will be on the cool side, and it looks like we could be seeing some more clouds as we go on into Sunday night. But then we go into Monday, and we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. In fact, we've got a nice stretch of dry weather coming our way Monday through Wednesday. But tonight, grab the sweatshirt or the light jacket. 52 for the upstate, mostly cloudy, breezy, and cool. And for the mountains, 46 for you, mostly cloudy. And on the chilly side, but look at this, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all mostly sunny. 70 on Sunday, Monday 76, and Tuesday 81. So we're not looking at severe weather on the horizon, nothing like that. A beautiful stretch of weather, and in the mountains, mid 60s for you on Sunday, Monday 72, and then Tuesday 76. But at night, it's going to be chilly. Temperatures into the 40s and 50s, and I'll have your complete 7-day forecast and much more on the forecast coming up the next several days. Coming up tonight on the Fox Carolina News, coming up after football. Shell?
All right, happy it looks good for all the moms out there. Thanks, Bob. We want to turn now to U.S. Marshals taking a man into custody for murder out in New York. We are still waiting on the suspect's mugshot, but officers say his name is Miguel Otero. We know he's responsible for killing Bruce Campbell back in 2019. Now, Fountain Inn police found him dead inside of a car in his driveway. The police department, the Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force, and the Greenville County Sheriff's Office all asked agencies for their help in order to arrest him. They were able to track him down in Rochester, New York. He is the second person charged in Campbell's death. And Spartanburg County deputies are trying to find the person who's behind a drive-by shooting that hurt one person. It happened just after 2 this morning on Bondale Road. Thankfully, that victim has non-life-threatening injuries, but we are staying in touch with law enforcement about this. And a whirlwind week in Washington following an unprecedented leak at the Supreme Court despite the political firestorm over what could be the end of Roe v. Wade. One of the court's most senior members says the institution won't be swayed by public pressure. Lucas Tummelson has that story.
The buzz in Washington this week dominated by the leak of a Supreme Court draft that would overturn Roe v. Wade. Justice Clarence Thomas on Friday responding to critics of the opinion for the first time, saying, quote, "We are becoming addicted to wanting particular outcomes, not living with the outcomes we don't like." And that the court, quote, "can't be an institution that can be bullied into giving you just the outcomes you want." The son of Thomas's late colleague, Justice Scalia, says the issue will ultimately be decided by the voters, since the ruling would not ban abortion outright, but instead leave it up to the states.
This issue belongs in the hands of the people, not the justices. So if this is the end result, I think my father obviously would have been very pleased with it. It means that people actually get to vote on the issue, which is how it should be.
All right, are not up for debate.
Widespread protests have broken out across the country in opposition to the draft. Police surrounding the court with fencing and peaceful demonstrations throughout the week. Many saying both the draft and the leak itself reflect a court and a judicial process that's becoming more partisan.
Kind of dangerous for the structure of the United States because everything's so politicized now. I thought the court was one thing we could definitely trust in and be sure that everything was kind of behind closed doors and they were making the decisions that need to be made based on the Constitution and not based on potential influence from the outside.
Now, the court says the leak is authentic, but called it preliminary. It's set to issue its official ruling by the end of June. Now, a longtime conservative abortion opponent is expressing his support for the leaked Supreme Court documents. Former Vice President Mike Pence spoke out during a National Day of Prayer service right here in South Carolina Thursday. Now, during that appearance at Lakewood Baptist Church in Rock Hill, Pence says he hopes the court will take action.
And let's especially pray that the 5 justices listed in the majority opinion leaked this week will have the courage of their convictions to right a historic wrong and overturn Roe versus Wade.
And the former vice president adds if the Supreme Court returns the question of abortion to the states, he will champion pro-life laws. Pence believes outlawing most abortions will increase the need for more support services for women in crisis pregnancies. And for the latest on these stories and any news, the best way to stay in touch with this is to scan that QR code. We are following some breaking news as we speak right now coming out of Lawrence County. Unfortunately, the coroner is responding to a 3-year-old child who has drowned right now in the Mountville community. Again, that's in Lawrence County, so we'll be staying in touch with the coroner and be getting you more details. We have a crew en route as we speak, so if you want to keep up with us, whether it be weather or that breaking news, scan that QR code, and we'll see you tonight on the 10 o'clock news.